Dear friends, today I want to share several life stories that carry deep meaning. In the comments, you can write which story resonated with you and what valuable lesson you took from it. Mistake 1. Seeing money as salvation. When you think money will save you, what really saves you? Sometimes it seems that money is the solution to all problems. I've seen people who had plenty of money but remained anxious and unhappy. I've been through this myself. Buying a new item, a long-awaited gadget, or an expensive bag brought temporary relief, but the emptiness always returned. I knew a man named Michael who inherited a sum of money thinking it would change his life. Soon he realized that joy was fleeting and inner fear remained. When I was a child, my grandmother often said, "Happiness is not in what you can touch or buy. Happiness is inside." I understood these words only years later, when I saw how many people chase happiness through money and things that never satisfy the heart. Conclusion: money is a mirror of your inner state. It doesn't replace harmony or solve anxiety. True freedom comes from within. Mistake 2. Living beyond your means out of pain. Be honest, does buying that last thing really make you happy? I often spent money to numb anxiety or emptiness. New dresses, gadgets, jewelry. Joy was temporary, and the emptiness returned. I knew a woman named Sarah who earned well but spent money on brands, restaurants, and gifts trying to feel needed and important. I told her, "Sarah, you are spending money to run away from yourself. How many times have you bought something only to feel empty the next day?" After a few months, she started noticing her feelings before each purchase. She realized the urge to buy was a signal of inner pain, not a true need. When I was a child, my grandmother often said, "If you want to be free, don't look for happiness in things you can touch or buy." These words made sense years later, as I saw how many people spend money on things that do not heal inner emptiness. Conclusion: money is not medicine. Awareness before each purchase is key to calm and inner freedom. Mistake 3. Neglecting money, losing control. How many times have you closed your eyes to your expenses, thinking they were just small details? Emily earned well, had a stable income, and a comfortable life, but she never tracked her money or planned her budget, thinking it was minor. Gradually, the small things piled up into stress: overdue bills, credit cards in the negative, unexpected expenses creating anxiety. Imagine having money but no sense of control. How does that feel? Emily started tracking her expenses and observing her habits. She realized that ignoring finances was ignoring herself. Months later, she felt lightness, confidence, and inner control. When I was a child, my grandfather often said, "Don't ignore what matters, even if it seems small." Small things add up to big ones. This proved true with money. Conclusion: money is the energy of your labor. Awareness and attention to each expense restore control and inner strength. Mistake 4. Giving to everyone except yourself. How many times have you given more to others than to yourself, only to feel exhausted or empty? Laura was incredibly kind. She helped everyone and spent money on others' needs, forgetting herself. Gradually, anxiety grew, money left, and satisfaction did not appear. Imagine giving everything you have while feeling empty inside. Money leaves, but your sense of self-worth doesn't grow. Through practice, Laura started keeping at least 10% of her income for herself without excuses. Her state changed, money stopped slipping away, and a sense of lightness and inner balance appeared. As a child, my grandfather said, "Don't give everything you have, always leave a little for yourself. It's self-care, not greed." Those words prove true in adult life. Conclusion: generosity works best with boundaries, balancing giving with caring for yourself. is the foundation of financial and inner freedom. Mistake 5. Not understanding money as energy. When you think about money, do you see it as energy that can flow and return? Money is an impulse, reflecting your inner energy, attention, and respect. When people lose money, the cause is often not the amount, but how they interact with this energy. Imagine money as a river. If you try to hold it with your hands, it slips away. If you respect the flow, it brings life. Money comes where there is clarity, attention, and respect. It leaves where there is fear, neglect, or obligation. Conscious flow of money reflects inner control, energy, and harmony. Conclusion: money is an instrument of energy that amplifies your state. Awareness and respect turn it from a source of anxiety into a resource for freedom and opportunities. Looking at all 5 mistakes together, money reflects your inner state, not solves problems. Spending out of pain increases anxiety. Ignoring finances destroys control and confidence. Giving to everyone but yourself drains balance and energy. Money is a flow of energy that must be respected and directed. Money is neither an enemy nor a cure-all. It reflects your energy, habits, attention, and inner clarity. When you become aware of its flow, respect yourself and your resources, money stops causing anxiety and becomes a source of freedom, opportunities, and harmony. True wealth is not just in the balance of your account, but in how you relate to money, to yourself, and to your energy. If you've watched this video until the end, it means money is more than just numbers to you. It means you already sense that money is something deeper than work, income, or expenses. Before we finish, I want to ask you a few questions. You don't have to answer them for me, but if you feel like it, write your answers in the comments. Sometimes honestly written words change more than any advice. What do you feel when you think about money? Calm, tension, anticipation, fear, or hope that money will finally change something in your life? What happens in your body when you want money? Tightness, anxiety, or, on the contrary, a sense of impulse, a desire to move forward? What role does money play in your life right now? Support, a source of stress, a sense of safety, or a way to prove your value to yourself and others? And if you're completely honest, what do you truly expect money to give you? Write in the comments, not what sounds right, but what is true for you. Sometimes one honest answer is already the beginning of change. Practice honest contact with money. You can do this practice tonight. It will take about 5-7 minutes. You don't need to write anything down, but you can take a piece of paper if you want. Step 1. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and breathe out. Imagine money not as an amount, but as energy, as a flow. Step 2. Ask yourself, what do I truly feel toward money right now? Don't correct the answer. Don't make it look better. Just notice it. Step 3. Ask yourself, where do I feel money in my body? It might be in your chest, your stomach, your throat, or as tension in your shoulders. Let that sensation exist. Step 4. Say silently or out loud, money is neither my enemy nor my savior. It is an energy I am learning to be in contact with. Take another breath in and breathe out. Step 5. Ask the final question. What is one small change I can make in my relationship with money tomorrow? Not something global, not forever, just tomorrow. If this practice resonated with you, write one word or one sensation that stayed with you afterward. And if this format feels close to you, a slow, honest, adult conversation about life, money, and inner stability, you're welcome to stay here. We will continue. Take care of yourself and of your resources.